You know what I find really interesting is just how much time we spend looking at our central heating, trying to tweak efficiencies, trying to see, that it's running optimally, trying to save money in the process, but we don't seem to spend the same amount of time looking at our wood burning stoves. So in this video, what I think we'll look at is ways to improve the performance of our wood burning stoves, see if we can get them running more efficiently and save money in the process.
So we learned very quickly when we had our first wood burning stove that the key to success was kiln dried logs. Making sure that those logs were really, really dry was the most important factor.
That's actually very true, because we used to use a lot of unseasoned logs in the first year, and that actually creates a lot of smoke. It doesn't create a very hot heat in the wood burning stoves, and it actually creates a lot of creosote in the chimney flue, which is obviously not great for efficiency, and it's a fire hazard.
Which is why it's really important to regularly sweep your chimneys, and especially if you're moving into a new property, even if you think the fireplace looks clean and tidy, just get it swept professionally anyway, because you want to make sure your flue and your wood burning stove is really going to run optimally, and that is very much reliant on a good clean chimney breast and flue.
And on the back of that, it's actually really important to clean the inside of the stove regularly, because that makes sure that the vents are clear and you're getting good airflow.
And you can quickly tell if your wood is not kiln dried wood, because if your wood burning stove is starting to fill with smoke, you're getting condensation, maybe a lot of steam inside the glass, or you're getting those kind of horrible kind of tarry drip marks on the inside of the glass, that means that that wood is not being seasoned properly and there's a lot of moisture content in that wood.
Which is a big no-no, because that's what's creating the creosote buildup in your chimney flue.
And of course, an obvious one is the actual cost of the wood itself. But my top tip there is to buy your wood in the summer. I know that that sounds counterintuitive because you're not going to be actually using your wood then for your wood burning stoves, but that's when you'll get the best deals and the lowest prices. So we buy in the summer and we buy in bulk, and it's that combination that really helps to keep our costs down.
So we've definitely managed to get a lot of good deals by buying in the summer. But when we used to get the original deliveries, they used to come in these massive pallets.
Crates, yeah, big crates.
Yeah, big crates. I think it was about 3 square meters.
Yeah.
So we actually had to build a log store and storage bins to actually store all of that wood.
Buying in bulk definitely has its plus points, but you also do have to consider storage. So you've just got to weigh up your storage and the space you have versus the actual savings you're getting.
So I think that's one of the biggest advantages of buying from Lekto,
Yeah.
because all the deliveries come in boxes. So as opposed to getting this massive consignment of logs and wood, that you then have to try and figure out where you're going to store, these boxes, because you can stack them, they can go under stairways, into storage rooms.
Yeah, garages.
It's very, very practical.
Yeah, and also, let's be honest, when we used to get those huge crates and then get our gardening gloves on and do that and have to move all of that wood manually ourselves, it was a good workout.
That was a massive job.
So, we were pretty exhausted by the end of it. So now just having these really convenient boxes delivered to us just goes straight into our garage, into our storage spaces, and it's just so convenient. Mars just goes out, grabs a little box, brings it into the house. It's just cleaner, efficient, nicer, just a lot more relaxing.
And I would definitely recommend looking at bundles. So maybe getting kiln dried logs and briquettes, a good mixture of different wood fuels.
Yeah,
because that gives you so much more versatility in the winter.
Yeah.
Whether you want to have, a nighttime briquette that actually runs through the evening, or whether you just want to have that quick burst from a heat log.
Yeah.
It just gives you so much versatility.
And I think also that very first couple of years that we were ordering, I was predominantly just ordering oak. I just wouldn't veer off oak because I didn't know the differences between the wood, and I just knew that oak was a top quality, slow burner. So I was just kind of sticking to what I knew. But actually now I realize that there is a huge benefit and advantage to be able to have a different variety of wood and briquettes, because that really opens you up to different times of the year. And if you have these we've had some very weird spells where we've had literally a foot of snow in April, and then really high warm kind of temperatures that are like autumnal in like October, November, and being able to have different things that you can burn at different times of the year that give you different heat output is really, really a good idea.
And our last tip is not to overload the wood burning stove with too much fuels.
Yeah, don't be tempted. It's just not efficient, and your wood burning stove is just going bouncing off the walls. That's just not helpful for your wood burning stove. It's not good for the condition of your wood burning stove. It's not good. You're putting a lot of pressure and strain on the actual machine itself, or the wood burning stove, and the flue. It's just not needed. You want a nice, clean, kind of steady burn. That's what you want. It's just want a nice, consistent heat. So just be gentle with your wood burning stove.
And please, please, please only burn wood in your wood burning stoves.
Yeah.
They are not incinerators.
Yes.
So they are not there to be burning plastics and any waste that you've got inside the house.
Yeah.
Because that is creating a lot of fumes into the atmosphere that is not healthy for us.
Yeah.
And not to mention that it's actually, again, back to the creosote wood, it's lining the creosote inside your chimney flue.
Yeah.
And it's just not healthy.
And that goes for things that you actually might think are okay to burn. So things like, for example, envelopes, or, you know, kind of letters or newspapers or anything like that. Newspapers, yes, as long as it's not coated, as long as it is actually the newspaper itself, that should be fine. I would just say, honestly, our rule of thumb is, you know, if it's not kiln dried wood, if it's not proper kindling, if it hasn't come from Lekto, and it's not newspaper, just proper simple newspaper, it's not going in the wood burning stove. That's the only things that we will allow inside a wood burning stove. You know, just avoid anything else. And envelopes with the clear plastic windows for the address, no, just don't put anything like that in your wood burning stove. So hopefully that's given you some ideas of ways to improve your efficiency with your wood burning stove and your logs, and get the most bang for your buck when it comes to actually purchasing your wood fuel.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.